Happy New Year 2023, y'all. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate y'all taking time out of y'all's busy schedule, stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is right at 10 o'clock, December 31st, 2022. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity's at 94%. It's been kind of drizzly. You might be hearing fireworks going off. 18 degrees Celsius. So, a nice New Year's Eve. It's been a day today, let me tell you. My main computer was acting up, and I went to run a systems check on it, and it shut down, and then it would start back up. And I just about get to the point where I could run a systems check, and it would shut down, and then it shut down and would not boot back up. So, yeah. So quite a bit of time trying to troubleshoot that. Um, I'm really not any further along than what I was. I'm not a computer repair technician. I don't really know what I'm doing. Thank God for Google and YouTube on my phones. I kept trying this, that, and the other. It looks like my motherboard is done, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to pull that hard drive and see if I can read that. I don't even know what type of hard drive is in there. Um, but I'm sure there's a way that I can hook it up to my other computer and get it, you know, get to reading it or whatever. So it kind of sucks because I just downloaded, and I think that's what I may have killed it. I downloaded um, a video editor and a photo suite, and I should have downloaded them to one of my external drives, but I didn't have one that had a lot of space on it. So, yeah, durr. Uh, that may have been what killed it. It could have just been coincidence, but it's DOA. Luckily, I have my second computer. I used to have one set up in my bedroom and one set up out in my main room, my craft computer room, storage space, chaos chamber. Uh, but when we converted the mobile home to two tiny homes, um, I really only need the one. Although I still had both of them kind of hooked up. The one wasn't running, the one that was on my desk, because I can't find my desk. But I mean, I can find my desk, but it's under a pile of stuff. And I got rid of my desk chair. Well, I didn't get rid of it. It's in the kitchen, taking up way too much space. Because I thought I liked this other chair better, but I don't. So that's one thing I'm going to try to get done tomorrow is get that chair out of there, get the other chair back in there. So yeah, um, if not tomorrow, then at least through the beginning of the week. So, and in the meantime, figure out what's going on with the other computer. Order another external drive or another slave drive, and download. You can go in and download any files. I think most of my files are backed up already. I usually do, other than maybe some miscellaneous pictures I grab off Facebook or something. Most of my stuff goes onto one of my external drives. So, and I just recently backed up the phone numbers page that also has all my passwords and all the other stuff on it. So, firing up the other computer, which hasn't been run in several months, I guess. Um, oh, excuse me. I have a different uh, internet box instead of the hotspots I was using. I have a regular home uh, internet through T-Mobile, or that's well through T-Mobile, but through Metro, my phone service. So, excuse me. Luckily, I had saved that password. Didn't have to fumble too much for it. But and then of course it has to do all of its thing. Everything has to run through its different checks, and antivirus is out of date and had to upgrade, and all that stuff slows the computer down. Oh man. So not tired. I shouldn't be yawning. I really want to change my sleep schedule for the new year. I'm not making any hard and fast, you know, declarations of, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to say I'm going to go on a diet. I'm going to try a little bit more of my diet, maybe. Um, it's hard to do. I like cheese, and I like what I eat, even though it's not the healthiest food. Healthy food is actually expensive. Like go to try to get a salad or something like that. Uh, even even just a head of lettuce, you know. Um, I can buy a package of bologna a lot cheaper than I can a head of lettuce. Uh, anyway, try to get my sleep schedule changed. Like yesterday, I was doing pretty good. I got up a little bit after 1, before 2. I'm not 100% what time it was, but it was well before 2 o'clock before I sat down with my coffee. So that was a plus, and I thought I was doing good. And then I went to bed at just before 6 this morning, and it was after 3 o'clock, almost 3:30, before I actually got up. Although I think I was laying in bed for a while, kind of in between sleep and awake. Um, how long that while is, I don't know. Could have been 5 minutes, could have been an hour. But anyhow, I had to go out. I went out to get ice, up to the gas station, to get ice in my cup. I thought I would go ahead and do this. I'm a little aggravated with my computer at the moment. I've got my new laptop, but it's, I was, under $100 from Amazon. It's nothing. It's enough to access the web, and that's about it. So, I mean, it'll work if that's what I've got. The one that I've got running right now works. It's a little slow. I've got a program running now, upgrading um, the malware, the virus protection or whatever. Um, it's been running for a while. I ran a systems check through Windows just to make sure. Uh, we shall see what we shall see. I'm kind of like I want to. in some ways, I want to go ahead and tear that other computer down and get the hard drive out of it. Another part of me says, wait a little bit, let it sit for a couple days, and then try to boot it back up. Double check whatever files you got, and you need to back up and see if you can back them up. That might be the thing to do. I don't have, what is it, a SATA cable that I can plug into the hard drive. If that's what that computer even takes, I don't know. It's an older one, but it's not that old. So, does it take a big hard drive or a smaller hard drive or an itty bitty little hard drive? I don't know. I mean, it's crazy how much information they can cram onto even a little flash drive, you know? But, we'll see. See about maybe saving up to get another decent used computer. It just kind of sucks to spend all that time downloading. Well, it didn't cost anything. They were both free downloads. Um, both came with good recommendations, so I wasn't afraid to download them. The one, um, something Da Vinci something. Um, that was a big file. That took a long time to download. Plus the fact that for some reason my internet provider and my phone provider, there's something going on with the towers, and I've got interrupted service. I lose service altogether. It was decent today. It usually gets decent in the evenings as through the morning, but like during the day when somebody would be actually out working on the towers, there's problems. And that's what they told me when I contacted them. They're working on the towers. Well, that doesn't help. Those of us that rely on your service. And of course, we won't get. We won't get credit for those days that we had lousy service. But I thought we were going to possibly go up to Fernandina Beach for fireworks tonight, but my son did more than he tended to around the house, and decided they weren't going up there. They're just going to go downtown. Unfortunately, going downtown Jacksonville to Landing, man, it's a lot of humanity down there. A lot of humanity. And once you find parking, you end up having to walk and walk and walk. And I just wasn't up to doing that. Maybe if I'd have gone and got my buggy, my cart, my mobility scooter, or brought it home with me the other night, it would have been a different story. But I wasn't planning on that, so I didn't. That thing's so big and awkward, it's ridiculous. So anyway, they're going to go up to the landing tonight and see about watching fireworks up there. They usually put on a really good show, especially if you can get up between the two bridges, because they have fireworks out in the middle of the river and off of both bridges. So, where they usually do anyway. Jacksonville does put on a decent fireworks show. But again, it's the humanity. Oh man. I think this is might be the second big celebration, second big fireworks since they took the landing down. The landing used to be a kind of a mall right there on the river, a big horseshoe shaped. They had different concert venues and stuff like that, and there were bars there, and the dine-in places, dine-in bar type places, uh, and they would be packed and rowdy on a night for the fireworks. But it was like 90% empty, 85% empty. So they ended up tearing it down. Now it's just a big old field, and I can see people being out there. But again, that's way too much humanity for me. Plus the fact that it's damp. It's not cold, but it's only mid 60s. It'll be down in the low in the upper 50s, middle 50s by midnight, and it's damp, and that will get into my bones, and I will be miserable. So, anyhow, I hope this doesn't take hours and hours and hours to upload like last night's did. Again, my internet's been kind of goofy, but it is what it is. I've got hot dogs sitting out, and I've got a jar of sauerkraut. But I'm not in the mood for hot dogs and sauerkraut. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. That's the problem. Um, and I don't know what places are open. It looks like McDonald's is open. I don't really want Mickey D's. Not sure I want a cheeseburger. I don't know. I may just go home, go ahead and fry up those hot dogs, throw them in some beans with a side of sauerkraut. That might work. Or do a hot dog sandwich. I don't have buns. I didn't grab hot dog buns the other day when I was at the store. I thought I did, and when I took the hot dogs out of the freezer a little while ago, I went and checked the buns, and I don't have any hot dog buns. So that's one reason I've been kind of like, eh. And I've got bread to do, a sandwich, but it's not white bread, so it'll be kind of an odd taste for a hot dog. So maybe, like I said, beanie weenies and a side of sauerkraut. Somebody just told me happy New Year or happy holidays or something on a video I did last year. Yeah, about a year ago. Grilled cheese and sauerkraut. I think I used Swiss. I don't have any Swiss. I think I've got some pepper jack, and of course I got American cheese, and I don't know what else I have. It might be some provolone. So that's a possibility. Go home and do a grilled cheese with sauerkraut, and then beans with hot dogs. Or just say the heck with it all and pull out a thing of ramen and do spicy ramen with hot dogs and sauerkraut. Huh. I don't know. That might be. I think I might have hit on a thing. kind of like a kimchi ramen with sausage with hot dogs. So get the sauerkraut, throw in a bunch of sambal and garlic sriracha and spice it all up. Add in the hot dogs. Yeah, that might be a thing. I think I'm going to try it. If it's any good, I'll let you all know and I'll make another version of it. But I think that's going to be it for tonight, folks. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised the next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. Happy New Year, y'all. Slacha. Bye-bye.